Hey folks, I want to introduce you to an enthusiastic young man who has a heart to bring the gospel to unreached people. Isaac Munalal, 23 years old, speaks several different languages, has a degree in linguistics, is about to go on a year-long journey with Wycliffe Bible Translators, to a place that most of us probably don't know exists, let alone can pronounce. The elders and I are excited about him, and we're excited to prayerfully and financially support him. And we just want to encourage you to be informed and do the same.
Assalamu alaikum, ismi Ishaq. Assalom, Neumann, Ishaq, Astam. Hi, I'm Isaac. As Rick said, I am going to be going, hopefully, with Wycliffe Bible Translators overseas to Central Asia in January to work in Bible translation. I'm so excited to be doing this and to be starting this off. This has been a big dream of mine for probably close to 7 or 8 years now. All the way back in grade 10, I heard about Bible translation, and that was something that I really wanted to do. And over the last few years, I've gone to university, got my degree in linguistics. God has led me to this point through a lot of winding pathways and closed doors, but it's good to be hopefully starting off. I really love CCLF. I love the Caribou area. I've been at Lake of the Trees serving for 7 years, and in my time there, I've gone to spend a lot of time at CCLF, and I just really appreciate you guys. So basically, the plan is that in January sometime, I'll head out to Central Asia to work in scripture engagement. After the Bible has been translated into various languages, now you have portions of scripture, and you can't just walk over to people and say, here's the Bible, do something with it, right? Most of these people are not Christians. The country that I'm going to is 99.9 whatever percent Muslim. There are barely any Christians to speak of. What we do in scripture engagement is we take the portions of the scriptures that have been translated and we package them in ways that will be easily digestible by the people over there. So the number one way we do that is through Android phone apps. So download apps and you give that to people, and they are able to read the Bible on the app or listen to the Bible on the app or have stories of the Bible on the app. We also publish storybooks, audiobooks, and just all of those ways are trying to get people who have never encountered the Bible before to see it for the first time in an easy way. And the number one way in an Islamic context that we do this is we talk about the lives of the prophets. And so we're talking about the Old Testament a lot of the time, and we're communicating the gospel through the Old Testament story a lot of times. And so the Muslims in Islam, they believe in many of the people in the Bible as we do. Like Adam and Noah and Abraham and David, but they don't have a lot of information on them from the Quran. So when we have the Bible, there's a lot of information on all these men in the Bible, and so we give them the stories of the prophets and as a way to connect with them and saying, hey, you also believe in Abraham, we also believe in Abraham, here's some stories about Abraham and God's goodness towards him. And that's how we're connecting with people, so that there's not a wall that's immediately built up, that there's actually openness to what we're offering them. Another big thing that I'm really excited about is encouraging the local believers that are there. There are a couple different minority languages that we're working with where there's only 1 or 2 families that are Christians, and only recently became Christians, only about a year or 2 ago. And at the moment, these families are totally isolated. They have no way of being accessed by missionaries because the communities that they're living in are so close-knit that if anyone who's a foreigner is seen coming in, they'll be threatened with their lives. And so because I'm brown, it just works out well that I'm able to just blend in. And so I've been kind of unofficially asked to go in and encourage the local church, encourage some of these local believers to, and just in whatever way that looks like, to help them in their walk with God, and to let them know that they're not alone, that they have people praying for them, and that they have the wider church all the way as far as 100 Mile House, behind them. And so those are my two main goals when I'm there. I'm going to be working as a scripture engagement director in this area and to coordinate the scripture engagement effort across 4 different language groups and to direct each one of those language groups to create some of these apps and books and storybooks in these different languages, and then also distribute that into the different villages and areas throughout the country, so that the Bible can get out to all these areas. And my other goal is to encourage the local church in the small ways that I can. That's the plan. I'm going for a year, hopefully. I would really appreciate prayer support. I don't really know what it's going to look like in a lot of ways, especially with COVID. There's a lot of questions that are still up in the air. And so just pray for open doors and opportunities and favor with the government and all sorts of stuff like that. That would be awesome. Thanks a lot.